So my name is Thijl Klerkx. I'm head of sales at Altura, and Altura is a platform for bid managers. So we help the bid team and all the stakeholders involved in the bid and tender process to make their work more efficient and win more tenders. There are a lot of construction companies out there that don't do bid and tendering, and so for us, whenever we go to a conference that is actually vertical focused, it's very important that we need to qualify out like who are the people that are relevant to us, because in many rooms, like 80% of the people will have zero relevancy to the topic that we're in. So it's actually been massively helpful for us to have like the app and all the delegate information, so that we can, instead of randomly trying to chase people in the room, actually have some meaningful conversations with people that our content and our work is actually relevant to. No, definitely, it's very helpful. So obviously the app is kind of the go-to, which we already had, but then the notebook is really handy because you don't want to be on your phone all the time when you're on the floor. So no, I think it's the combination of having clear lanyards, clear schedule, and then of course the notebook and the app that really made it so that, you know, we were able to prepare in advance like pretty well, but also then when you're on the spot, yeah, you just know who you're talking to. You almost feel like you know some of the people already, even coming onto the floor. So it's a very different experience from what I've had going into other conferences before. Yeah, no, so we, there is always this question of like, okay, how many of these companies that are going to be here are actually, you know, on the one hand, actually relevant in the sense that a bid and tender management in our case is important to them, but also where it's the right people who actually have this, like the level of seniority where they can actually make decisions and prioritize things. Because at the end of the day, every company has a million pain points, but you need to talk to people who are actually going to pick one and solve it. And for us, I think that has been a very positive surprise. So there is we've just been able to filter out and really target the people that have the right pain points and also the right authority within the organization. Yeah, no, so I actually initially, we were just talking about it, like I was a bit like, ooh, you know, with this list of meetings and like the booklet and the scanning and all the stuff, I actually felt like, ooh, this might be a bit too structured, but actually we realized that because it's so structured and because the people have expressed that interest and accepted that meeting, it actually makes it very relaxed setting, a very sort of informal, even in the formal meetings, it's kind of an informal setting. You just meet human to human, and because you have the right context, you can dive into something that's relevant. But I think, for example, lunch was also a very nice experience to meet people slightly differently. But I think it's the structure that actually then allows you to like come into a meeting as just a human being and focus on the right kind of content. Yeah, definitely. I think there are definitely several already conversations that we've had, and we obviously are only midway through them, that I think have the potential to lead to a sale. But I think the reality of selling into enterprise construction organizations is also that hey, you need to get your name out there, and you need to kind of qualify yourself as a vendor by showing up in the right places where they want to see you. And I've noticed that, you know, we have had several conversations with organizations, even with people that we've been reaching out to over LinkedIn beforehand for the last year, and now and never heard back, right? And now because they're here, they also see like, you guys are actually serious about our industry, about the UK as a market, about what our world is and what our pain points are. You're not just trying to blast something out to 1,000 people on LinkedIn. So I think for us, it's very clear that being in person, being at the right forum among other serious vendors, among the right groups and discussions is very valuable. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the rest, right? It feels like we already kind of I don't know if I should say this to you guys, but we like almost as if we've already had our money's worth, and we're only midway through the events. So you know, I'm excited for the rest of the day and a half to come.